ready for a union break, like you said. There you go. Yeah, I'm just kind of tidying up some desk stuff. It's amazing how much crap you get put in your desk at the operating station. You don't clean it out very often. As long as it's not crumbs and dried up food. Well, there's a few muffin crumbs, that's about it. Yeah, I know that feeling. My wife made up some muffins just the other day. So, and she likes it that, most of the stuff she cooks, she likes it that day, and the next day it's like, she kind of turns her nose up at it. It's unfortunate because she's an outstanding chef in the kitchen, but it just means I get all the leftovers, which are wonderful. Anyway, hang on a second here, I didn't want to do that. Yeah, so today it was, I've got an old, let me buy a sec. I have an old dual high definition TV tuner, PVR. It's not a TiVo or anything like that, and it's not tied to any cable or satellite provider. Anyway, I decided the other day I'd like to pull some of the stuff I've got recorded on there and edit it on my computer here, and I couldn't get it to be recognized or found on the network with Windows 10. It turns out that because it's an older device, it uses SMB1 for file transfer protocol. Windows 10 has deemed it in its infinite wisdom that, no, you got to have SMB2 or 3 for us to talk to it. And it's like, well, they don't make this thing anymore. I can't upgrade it. But then I found out there's a back door you can get into Windows and say that you'll allow it to talk to things with SMB1. So kind of happy about that today. Figured that out and got to talk to my PVR on the network. Well, I'm computer illiterate, but I understand what you're saying. I kind of followed along, but very good. I'm glad you got it squared up. It's always good when you can find the back door to something. They think you have to have you locked out, but you find a way, huh? Yeah, sometimes you can't get there from here, but today we lucked out, which is great. I've got a whole bunch of concerts that I've recorded, when PBS is pledging over in the States, and so I recorded it, but it's always a pain in the butt to have to hit the skip forward 30-second button on the remote when you get to the part where they're begging for your money. So now that I've got it so I can download files from the hard drive on that thing over to the hard drive here, I can edit it with my video programs and get rid of all that stuff, make it all one nice video, and stick it back on there, or maybe burn it to a DVD or something. Something I've been wanting to do for quite a while. I've got quite a number of gigs of concerts on there. Everything from, I got, old Doobie Brothers, Tina Turner, Brett Floyd, all kinds of guys. So, anyways, if I pull all those on a DVD, they'll probably clear up a quarter of the hard drive. Sure. Funny you say that. Yeah, the last two concerts I watched on PBS was Brett Floyd and the Doobie Brothers. That Brett Floyd was really good. That the guitar solo for "Comfortably Numb" sounded just like I can't find his name now from Floyd. It was just unbelievable. I've actually got several of the Brett Floyd concerts that they put out there, and it's interesting because they all, they play a lot of the same songs. They're all slightly different flavors, and I like the Another Brick in the Wall, especially the one they did in England, I think it was, and all of these look like, grade 3 or 4 kids in a choir come out and accompany them off to the side. And it's always interesting. They kind of zoom in on all the little faces, and some of them look petrified. Some of them, are very comfortable doing what they're doing, but always nice music to listen to. And so I've got some some Jesse Cook. I don't know if you're familiar with him or not, but yeah, a lot of stuff on there. I've got the Highwaymen, their last concert they did. Willie Nelson and Chris Christopherson and Waylon Jennings, all those guys up there. My wife even likes that one. That would be a good one. Excuse me, the Highwaymen were always that's a neat little group. I always thought Chris Christopherson was because he's underrated as a musician, whatever, singer. But no, he's done quite well. Anywho, I'm just going to finish chatting up here. I got a vacuum, man. So I spilled a few things on the floor, so we're going to clean things up. I'll be back out here shortly. Maybe Rick's back for you. Anyway, 7-3 for now. VE3GNX. Hey, no problem, Donnie. You're 73, and thanks for the call. And it's been a while, that's for sure. So anyway, we'll get back to work here, and you take care. Don't vacuum up any screws or nuts and bolts you need off for 7-3. VE3FEX.
Yeah, it's V32.
It is. Yeah, where are you, in the parking lot?
About that, I had to pull over. My doctor called me. I just went to go see a doctor's appointment. She had to call me and talk to me about a few things on my phone there, so I had to pull over there. And I had to answer that phone call. That was important. Not that you're not important, but...
Yeah, when they walk in the room, you want to pay attention, right? Well, not a problem. Yeah, we're just had this board done all week, and just waiting for the customer to say, well, what do you want to call this thing, and how do you want to look on the white ink on the top of the board? So he just sent me some text in a fancy font, and I just stuck it on the board, and I'm just sending it back to him now, so union break.
That's good. Well, you got to say union break, because I think the union's supposed to give you a copy and a donut with that, too, so, so you can get your head straightened out.
We're running up for a coffee in a bit. 2 o'clock, we usually have a cup of Turkish coffee with Susie. And go up there. Sorry about that. Gosh, I don't know. I slept okay last night, but it's just kind of a day like that, man. It's just gloomy and foggy, and I don't know. Maybe I need more coffee.
Saying, I was like that yesterday and today, too. If I didn't have any running around today, I'd probably hibernate. I tell you, I'm sleeping too much. It's like your body goes into hibernation mode, just like the bears. The only problem is I don't eat as much as they do, thank God.
Oh, yeah, really. Oh, well. Yeah, yesterday and this morning I buttoned up my dishwasher. Had a leaky water inlet valve. And so I got that fixed up, buttoned it all up. So I'm kind of happy about that. And nothing else much happening here. Just trying to stay busy and looking at the weather, waiting for spring.
I understand that part about being busy. Yeah. This kind of weather here, you can't play much outside, so you got to stay inside, do your thing. Hey, did you ever get that tap fixed, or did you have to buy a new one? Or you haven't talked in a while. Just wondering how you let that little project went.
I ended up buying a new one and some shut-off valves. Because whoever built this place, Coco Paving, or the daughter of, or whoever, they decided that they'd put all the taps and stuff in the house with no shut-off. Toilets got shut-offs, but the taps don't. So I had to go buy a couple of those shark bite fittings or whatever. Cut the packs and put those things. They work really well. They're a lot of money, but they work well. So I got that done in the ensuite bathroom, and then I'm going to do the same thing. I was thinking maybe this weekend I'll tell my wife and go buy another set of the matching taps and put those in her bathroom, because they're starting to seize up. They're not leaking, but the one tap is like really hard to turn, and it's like, well, we just don't make stuff like we used to anymore. I mean, the house is only 13 years old, and we're already replacing plumbing fixtures.
Oh, well, I mean, 13 years old is not that actually that old for plumbing fixtures, but sounds like you put a bunch of junk in there, and you have to upgrade it. Almost like getting rid of an old car, and instead of buying all the parts for it, you get a new car, and you're okay for a while.
Well, the house we had before we moved back to Windsor was like that. That was nice the way we had it set up. It was, when we bought it was 2 years old. We left it when it was 13. But we didn't have any problems with the water. We had a shallow well for the water there, a septic system that we used to maintain and, get it pumped out every 4 or 5 years. And I had a whole house reverse osmosis system there. So, when everybody else in the neighborhood that drank just the well water, they were going through tea kettles and coffee makers every 6 months. We had a Keurig coffee maker, and because we fed it with reverse osmosis water, we had it for 11 years. So, and none of the brown stains inside the dishwasher or the bathtub or any of that kind of stuff. But, I tell you, it really got spoiled with that. And we had a half an acre, so I could put up, full-size 80-meter dipole and small antenna tower, no neighbors, very low noise. What can I say? Then we moved back here, postage stamp, and definitely not as nice a house. So, what can I say? At least we're close to the one daughter and the son-in-law, so we can visit them whenever we please without being a major expedition. VA3RDQ, V3FX.
XV3RDQ. Yeah, no, I used to live out in the county too, and I do miss it there, Mark. If I had my choice, I'd be out in the county. Not too far, maybe like Essex, even Bell River or something like that. I used to live out in Comber, and driving back and forth to Windsor every day. That's beautiful to live out there, but man, I tell you, the travel during the winter time on the 401, it was hell. That I don't miss is the traveling time. But Essex and Bell River, even LaSalle, you can buy half decent land out there. I don't know about now, but at one time, and it wasn't too much of a drive. But I'm going to retire in a couple of years, so I'm just going to stay put now because as you get older, you want to be closer to the hospital just in case a white beats you up.
Absolutely. That's what they say. When you're young, you got to stay close to schools, and when you're older, you got to stay close to hospitals. Make sure that ambo trip is short as possible. I didn't have to worry too much about commuting when I lived out in the country, working at home. The only problem I had out there was crap internet service, or rather the lack of any internet service except for cell phones. So that was kind of a bummer. That would be a real problem now. I'd probably have that satellite internet stuff. And, I'm sure as time goes on, they'll improve it. But, we were only like 70 kilometers from London, 50 from Chatham. And no internet, no cable TV, no natural gas. But that was nice. It's like, hey, I'd buy enough propane to last me a year. Had a 1,000-gallon propane pig on the side of the house, and I'd fill it up in the summertime when the demand was low and the price was low. And, well water, as long as we had electricity, we were good. If the electricity went out, it was like, can't even flush the toilet.
That would be a problem, but, it sure looks like that's what we all need to do is go out and read here with everything that's going on. It definitely would be a nice place for you to read about now. And, of course, that's when you need a generator, right? And then, of course, you got to be able to get gas. And if you don't have electricity, you can't pump gas into your gas tank. So, yeah, I think if I want a big enough lottery, I'd buy a house out in the county and I'd go off system, off the grid as much as possible. I'd be, what do you call it? Like we talked about before, the solar panels on the roof and, my own water jug type of thing. And, I go off grid as much as possible. Some chickens and rabbits, small game for food, nice garden, so, yeah, it's kind of weird out there.
Yep, I know exactly how you feel. And, going off grid, I don't know if you watch This Old House on PBS. They had a guy in Texas. Okay, now this guy's in Texas. And he was, retired businessman of some kind. But he had a regular house built. and nothing special. I mean, none of this, 2 foot thick walls with, half buried underground, facing south. No, this was just a regular, like picture a sprawling ranch, except it was a raised ranch. And this guy had solar panels on the roof, and I'm not sure what he used for storage. Probably just lead acid gel cells like everybody else. But this guy used to sit there, and he used an electric heat pump for his household cooling and heating in the winter. And he was far enough north in Texas that, they would get snow. But he had a couple of pits, or, I'm not sure. Basically, picture, a 6-foot diameter steel pipe put into the ground. So there's my customer. I'll let you go, Rick. VA3RDQ, V3FEX.
Hey, brother, always a pleasure. VA3FEX, V3RDQ.